Well, it is a Wait to Text Wednesday. It's a plan and a pledge to stop people from texting while driving.
We are in our second week of this campaign. Our goal is to get more than 150,000 drivers to take the Wait to Text pledge. Texting behind the wheel can have deadly consequences. And new research from peerawareness.com shows that it's more dangerous than driving drunk. You're 23 times more likely to get in a crash while texting than just driving normally.
All right, if you've seen our promotional spots on the air, then you know we've got some heavy hitters getting on board with this campaign. Joining us live from New York, two of them that we're happy to talk with this morning, Meredith Vieira and Matt Lauer, hosts of Today. Last time we saw you guys, you were in Colonial Williamsburg. You made some time for us then, and we appreciate you making time for us this morning. It's good to see you.
Good to see you
too, guys. And by the way, hats off. This is a wonderful, wonderful campaign that you guys are in the middle of. It is so important.
Matt and Meredith, you've covered a lot of stories, I'm sure, about folks involved in situations, just distracted driving, drowsing driving, drunk driving. Can you think of one story that really made it crystal clear for you that this is a bad idea and we need to get the word out? Starting with you, Meredith.
Geez, I can't think of one particular story. What surprises me is how many stories we have done, and that people there seems to be some kind of disconnect. And I don't know if in a way it might be generational. You know, I have 3 kids, and they claim they do not text and drive, and I believe them, but it has become their way to communicate. And they're also so used to multitasking that I think sometimes they don't appreciate the danger, so you have to keep driving it home.
You know, and it's interesting because it's not only the stories we cover on the air, Don and Carrie, it's anecdotally, we see this every single day. I mean, Meredith drives in from, you know, about 45 minutes or an hour away. I drive out to a house on the weekends for 2 hours, and I sit there and I'm constantly amazed as I pass people or am passed by people on the highway, how many of them have their BlackBerry or their cell phone, and they're sitting there, you know, one hand, and you want to just honk the horn, but then you're afraid they'll really run off the road. It's out of control.
It is really scary, and you know, we're parents too and feel the same way. Do you think that this is more a matter of personal responsibility even than drinking and driving? And follow me here because it's going to sound a little strange, but in cases of drunk driving, the impairment happens first and then folks make a decision to drive. With texting, you're already driving and then folks make a clear-headed decision to impair themselves in their ability to drive. Do you feel like we need to make people feel like they are making just as bad a decision, and in some cases maybe it's even worse because they can't even blame the decision to drive on an impairment like a drunk person can say they were drunk first?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It comes down to personal responsibility. It really does. And if you are aware of what you're doing and you continue to do it, something is very wrong. And that's not to condone, as you said, drinking and driving, suggesting that, well, you're already impaired, so that leads to the accident. But I still think that certainly if you're sober and making that choice, that's a very dangerous thing to do.
So, Matt, Meredith, what is your message? What do you hope folks will take away from this big campaign?
There is no message that is so important to send at that moment while you're driving in a car. No message that cannot wait. That it's you know, it's important for you to put your life and other people's lives on the line. It can wait. I mean, it makes no sense to sit there and do something like that. You know, can you imagine a message, even from your kids, from your loved ones, that has to be returned at that moment? If it has to be, pull over to the side of the road and do it then, but don't do it while you're driving.
All right, well, we hope
it'll have... summed it up. It can wait.
Yes. We know that it will have an impact for folks to hear that from the two of you and from everybody who has gotten on board this campaign. So as you guys said, people don't think these crashes are isolated incidents, that it's really something that's happening nationwide. Thanks to both of you. Have a great day.
You know, and real quickly, I want to say, imagine the number of accidents that happen every day that are related to this that we never even know about. I mean, how many times do you think there are accidents where the person has been texting or distracted or doing something they shouldn't have done and quickly thrown the phone down and simply reported it as a normal accident? Right. I'm sure this happens much, much more than people realize.
Right. All right.
Meredith Vieira, Matt Lauer, thank you very much.